Hello and welcome to this Eyes of Harmony News from the Matrix, episode 13, Unlucky Boy. So I'm Nick, and this is my co-host Conrad, and so the Faceless Ones has leaked, announced, I guess is what you'd call it.
Ish. I mean, there's no official announcement for it, but you know, like I'm looking here. Well, the first thing I discovered was that it was trending on Twitter. I was just like, all right, well, how's the Faceless Ones trending? Yeah, yeah. My initial hopeful thing was just like, oh, maybe, maybe they found something, but no,
That
no,
would have been
they're
cool.
animating it. It kind of got leaked ish. It's weird because a listing showed up on Amazon and then a listing showed up on Zoom. Zoom has released a tweet going pre-orders live. Faceless Ones coming to Blu-ray and DVD and whatnot. But it's like the BBC didn't really announce that. So I mean, and the tweet's still up. So it's not like they jumped the gun, but they also haven't really announced anything. So it's just sort of weird. I don't what happened with that.
Apparently it might have been Annika Wills who might have let it slip.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just reading Twitter's. I like the font they used though. I like this more. I thought the Macro Terror one was a bit weak, so this one looks more. It fits kind of the story. I know. I watched episodes 1 and 3, which existed.
Yeah, they're in the Lost in Time box set, so yeah, I've seen those ones before.
I actually watched them on 40 Years of Doctor Who. They released a VHS, and it had I think the 4 parts of A Reign of Terror, the 2 parts of The Faceless Ones, and episode 1 of The Web of Fear on it. It's the 40 years. I think I still got it VHS, and that's the only time I've watched it. And from the most part, I enjoyed what I saw.
Yeah, I mean, it feels kind of in line with the rest of the episodes of the season, kind of a bit odd, I suppose, but.
Yeah, his first season is actually quite strange. I think in terms of stories, it's kind of It's not till the next season did they kind of find their stride, and I mean, arguably, as I've said before, I think maybe the Patrick Troughton's second season is arguably the best in Who history. Arguably,
right up there. If not, it's my personal favorite. But I'm sure people would make arguments for Tom Baker's first couple of series.
Yeah, he does have some solid.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I just feel like that series knocks it out of the park. But anyway, so the interesting thing about this Faceless Ones animation is the fact that they're animating all 6 episodes, which seems a bit.
It seems
pointless.
a bit of a waste in terms of in terms of money and in terms of time taken on this. That seems a bit wasteful, I suppose. But I guess consistency's sake or something.
I guess it's because they're colorizing it. They do it in color, don't they? So I guess if they did these episodes in, I don't know. I never watch them in color. I don't watch these animations in color because why? Like, it was black and white Doctor Who. Like that's the really special thing about it. It was from a time which you couldn't watch color TV, and it was filmed in a black and white way. If if a Macro Terror was filmed in color, it would have looked goddamn awful. But in black and white, they could use the caves. They used a lot of shadows in those first 6.
I mean, this has been a recurring thing. I mean, this was because when Power of the Daleks was being animated initially, it was just in black and white. It was BBC of America specifically that made the color version of that. They commissioned that, I guess, because that might appeal more to American audience who didn't grow up with it or something. So I think that's why they've consistently been having it in color. And perhaps that's also why they're doing the animation here, is just so they can have a color version that appeals more to the American audience, is my guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying they can't. How dare you do it? But it's like I don't watch it in color. I don't see much point. Yeah. I've bought the normal DVD just so it fits in with the rest of the collection. Like, I'd like if I got it on Blu-ray, of course I would, but the issue is then it kind of sticks out on the
Yeah.
on the shelf, and I like that
Same.
consistency.
What I really hope, like it's fine that they have. Yeah, if people want to watch all 6 parts animated for consistency or because they want to see the whole thing in color, that's fine. My big hope is that they have an option. Because they'll inevitably have the 2 episodes which they have surviving in here. They will be here.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that they give us the option somewhere to have a play all with where you can kind of do the two. Yeah, you have the 2 original and then the rest of it be animated, rather than have it just as them being stuffed away in the special features. Because I would love to watch this episode one after another with the originally surviving episodes in between the animated ones. Is what I really hope that they have as an option.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm looking at the product description and it has that they will be on it. But yeah, I do hope they have because it's the other ones that they released, like the Ice Warriors.
Yeah, every single other animated one,
yeah.
You kind of have bits half and half. The animation just fills in the gaps, and that's really what hoping for here. In terms of who's doing it, I'd assume it's going to be the people who did Power and Sharda with Charles Norton rather than the people who just did Macroterra, because otherwise that'd be a very, very quick turnaround. But, that is interesting. We now do have 2 different studios working on it, so I'm guessing we're going to, from here on out, getting 2 episodes a year.
Which studio did Power?
It doesn't. I was trying to look it up. It doesn't list it, but it's the same group that did that one Dad's Army episode. Power and Sharda is one group, and then they have a studio called Sun and Moon Studios who did the Macroterra.
Right. Okay.
So there are 2 different production studios currently working on it. I mean, we don't have any confirmation of this, but I am assuming that it's the Charles Norton led team that are doing this one. I think it's an internal BBC thing anyway, so but I don't know if they have a specific name. So, but I'm assuming that they are the ones that are doing this one.
Because I would assume that group would do also Evil then, because they already have the Dalek models. Like, you wouldn't give enough a company; you'd have to build them all from scratch again.
Well, you can trade assets. I don't think that's so much of a big deal. But I mean, the Daleks are one the same, so even if they did have to remake them, I don't think it'd be too much of an issue. I mean, they kind of did that with the Macra and the Macroterra anyway, so. And also whatever that robot was in Wheel in Space, because the Sun and Moon Studios did the one in Wheel in Space, so I don't think that's so much of a big deal.
Oh, do you think maybe they're working on Wheel in Space while this company works on the Faceless Ones?
It's difficult to say whether or not Sun and Moon Studios are working directly in Wheel in Space, or whether or not they are the ones handling Evil. I honestly couldn't say. It'd be interesting though, because like I said, Macroterra is the episode before the Faceless Ones, and then of course Evil of the Daleks is after. So yeah, if we're seeing some sort of pattern here, it makes sense for Evil to come immediately after that. And by under assumption, it would be Sun and Moon Studios working on that if they are doing one after the other. Unless they, as you say, they are working on Wheel in Space, in which case I'd expect Evil after that by this, Charles Norton-led, team.
Yeah.
What'd be interesting though is that after having this, we'll have most of Patrick Troughton's half of Series 4 done, except the Highlanders, which is one they in an interview which we'll discuss in more detail very soon. But the Highlanders was one of the ones listed as like one that they almost did, and just being held back by the fact that they'd have to draw massive fields over and over again. But I think that's one that's very much can be done, and with that you'd have, like, as I said, the entire Patrick Troughton and as I said, Evil. With Evil and Highlanders,
of course they're going to do Evil. They're saving Evil though. I know it. They're saving it.
Yeah, well, I don't entirely see why, because you do. Well, I'd imagine that the big Dalek project, which would be very, very ambitious, but
master plan.
Would be the master plan, yeah.
I think though, if they do them too soon, no one's going to buy the others. So if they know they do the lesser ones in between the 2 Dalek ones, they know that they're more likely going to be bought. I think it's like a marketing ploy, and it makes in my head it makes sense. Like people know they're gonna eventually do the Daleks, but only if you buy these other ones. Because if these aren't successful, they're not gonna see the other. Like I don't know. It could be kind of that kind of ploy. It's something I would do if I was in that position. I'd be like, well, okay, look, we know the Dalek ones are gonna sell, but we want to try and sell these other ones as well. So I'd be like, well, if we save the Dalek ones, you know, and like 5 years difference. I mean, what, Power came out 2016, so it's already been 3 years when it hits November. So I don't know, 2 more years time, end of next year, I could see Evil.
At the same time, as people have pointed out, they have been, of course, releasing these Blu-ray box sets of the whole series. Some people are suggesting, well, you know, if we get the Smugglers done, if we get the Highlanders done, if we get Evil of the Daleks, that's, you know, a whole series, and then they could release it in one of these special Blu-ray boxes.
Yeah. Oh, like those series break my heart because it's like, well, they're so beautiful, but I already have them all on DVD. Like,
yeah, same.
I can't keep spending money on that kind of shit, even though they look so nice.
I don't see. I mean, there's a few extra special features, but I don't think the improvement in quality is enough to justify me getting those. I'll get the new Blu-rays for Well, we've been both getting the Steelbook Blu-ray release of the new series, and you know, A, I'll get those going forward, and B, you know, whenever they stop with those, I'll probably get Blu-ray for the rest of the new series because there is a justifiable big jump visually. Whereas, you know, if you're getting, you know, Tom Baker episodes, it's not gonna look. I mean, apparently they do have extra restoration to it, but it's not going to be that much of a leap over what we already got on the DVD release, especially since they don't have any on like film like they did for Spearhead in Space and whatnot.
Yeah, Spearhead in Space look good.
Oh, it looks fantastic. Like whenever we get to that episode, I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure we get the pictures that we use from the Blu-ray version of it because it looks so good.
But yeah, I think that's oh no, those steelbooks did annoy me though. They've used the new logo on them.
Yeah, well, that's a weird thing. Is that they just they made sure to do a brand consistency thing with everything. I don't see why they needed to do that though. I mean, people knew enough. Oh, this is the classic series logo. This is the new series logo. But yeah, everything now is using the new series one. Really so they've done that for Big Finish. They're doing that for new DVD releases and everything. So
it just annoys me because it's like, oh, you get the first 3 like that, and then you change it to number 4. It's like.
I'm just relieved that the alternate cover on Macroterra contained the classic series logo still.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah, that was a slight worry. It was just like, well, they might keep the old design, but then they'll change the logo or something. I was just like worried about that, but
I think they know they would have got too much backlash on that one.
Yeah, well, it's an alternate cover anyway, so that's not the main branding for it. So I don't think that'd be so much of an issue for them. What annoys me more is the fact they continue to use the grey backside of it, despite the fact that the white backside of it was used on Power. And it's like they keep going back and forth with it, but now the alternate covers are using the grey bottom side of the back cover.
This is just a rant about DVDs now.
Yeah, basically.
But it annoyed me. I look at it on the shelf, I'm like, Christ's sake. I love the steelbooks. They're so beautiful. So goddamn beautiful. I guess I'll do a specials one next, I suppose.
Yeah, they kind of have to.
I wonder if they'll continue to Matt Smith or not.
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, they had steelbooks for pretty much the entire Matt Smith era anyway, or steelbook stuff. Like my DVD copy of Series 5 is like the
10,000 one, the silver one with the crack. Yeah,
and those are actually going very cheap.
I know.
So I kind of contemplated getting a Blu-ray version of that as well, although I may or may not ish. I just got to bring up this one Twitter comment. Did you hear, like, they had, like, Billy Piper's big announcement, and everybody's going around saying, it's going to be something about Doctor Who, despite the fact that there's nothing to indicate that. And this guy's just gone, maybe Billy Piper's news is that she's animated the Faceless Ones. all by herself.
Yes, Billie Piper has turned to a life of animation. Perfect. Oh, finally.
Very
Love that.
multi-talented is Billie Piper.
Yeah, everyone knows she's like top animator. She runs, Disney behind the scenes. She does all the animation. She works at Pixar as well. You may not know it, but Billie Piper's on. She's done it all. She's done
the whole.
She's done it. She's done it all. Incredibles 2, yeah, she wrote that. She uses an alias of Brad Bird.
I actually voiced all the characters.
Because she doesn't want like people going, oh, she was in Doctor Who. She wants to distance herself.
Yeah.
So she uses fake alias names.
She's everybody and everything. She uses very pseudonym. She's so talented, I'm not really here. I am Billie Piper.
Oh my god, Billy! I loved you in Doctor Who, Billy. Wow.
Did you see me in the wig?
This is
that was
honor.
convincing, right?
Yeah. Oh, that was I like making that skit in the Christmas Invasion. That was a good one. That was fun. A very weird. That was. We were just. I don't know. It was like we were high or something when we made that.
Yeah. I don't think we didn't script it, did we? Or did we?
No, I think we had a very loose script. We knew what we were gonna do, but.
Oh, yeah, no, it wasn't. Well, one of our skits wasn't scripted, and I was terrified about that. And yeah, I don't think I actually ever mentioned this, but it's like the night before. I was just like, "Oh, we haven't scripted anything. I mean, we said some stuff. What are we gonna do?" And I wrote a page of a script and just brought it in, and they were just like, "Right," you were just saying, "All right, we're gonna do this spontaneously." It's just like, "All right," and the script just stayed in my bag, and I went home with it, never actually mentioning it.
Was that the 50th one?
I don't remember.
Where we had Daryl show up.
I don't remember.
Mid-podcast. Because remember, we just did random stuff. And you were like, just get out. Just go. Because that one definitely was unscripted. Because we just filmed ourselves saying random things. And I just created a dialogue around it.
I think it was before that. But, oh, it was Batch Free intro sketch, apparently.
Batch Free intro. There was the,
no. Next time and... Or was that... Wait.
No.
No, that was one you sent me, I think.
No, Flatline we did one for. We wrote the Flatline one. Which had the worst will come stream at the end. Oh, I love our skits.
Or maybe... No, well, I've got another skit file for Revelation.
I think I wrote a script. The one I know we didn't have a script for was the... the 50th one.
Yeah. Well, maybe. I don't remember. At this point.
But yeah. Because then, yeah. We've got plans for how that leads on to the next one, actually. So... We have a slight narrative for those who actually watch our reviews. If you go through...
The deepest lore.
The Dalek, Daryl, he actually has... There's a story art there. Which covers years. We planned it all the way back in 2013.
Ish.
Daryl the Dalek. He is a recurring. It all connects. We're actually a cinematic universe. Nick Fury is going to show up. Invite us to the Avengers. But yeah, I guess that kind of covers it all then. Pre-order Faceless Ones, support animation work, so we get them all.
Pre-order it before it's even been officially announced.
Yep, that's what we did.
Yeah.
Pre-order it.
It's up on Amazon or it's up on Zoom, as I said. I don't think it's up on anywhere else, but...
No. But yeah, awesome.
Oh, there's a teaser up now.
Is there?
Yes.
Oh, excellent.
Yes.
What is it on the Doctor Who YouTube?
Yeah, there's a guy sitting down. He's talking into a monitor.
Wow.
Yeah, this is this is the same team as Power. You can tell by the way they animate it. It's not the same as
really?
It's closer to the other two rather than it is the Macro Terror.
Yes, I see it. I see. Well, it's actually so new.
Apparently it's in 2020, so not this year, actually.
Big oof. That sucks. What? 2020. That's ages.
Yeah.
That's ages.
They announced it very, very early. If you said, Mannequin Wheels leaked it or whatever, then yeah, I guess they just, all right, we'll tell you or whatever.
Oh, they had a Magpie Electricals on the sign.
Well, that's a nice nod. Kind of tying it all back.
That's nice. See, that is like a small change that I can be okay with, but like, yeah. Okay. It's a nice teaser. Yeah, it's definitely power.
Blu-ray. Oh, okay.
Oh my god, it's a Faceless One. Ah! Oh, it's actually Take the Chameleon tour in 2020. Oh, I guess to be animated. Missing Doctor Who Adventure: The Faceless Ones is to be animated in 2020. So they're not actually working on it right now. They're gonna wait till 2020, and then they're gonna animate it. You see. That's how it works.
Yeah, totally.
Well, it says to be animated in 2020, so they're just gonna stop now. They're like, well, they know. Fuck it. Just gonna leave it for a bit.
Hopefully, this is early 2020. I'm
sure it will be. 6 months, yeah. It'll be done in 6 months for sure.
I mean, all it says it will include the surviving material from the original production. So, who knows? Maybe it will include. Or maybe it'll have the option, or maybe it won't.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Okay, well there we go. Watch the teaser. Support it. We'll see you soon. New batch is on the way. Delays, but
despite the fact that we split it in half in order to avoid delays, it got very much delayed.
But there's a lot of new stuff. It's not just it's gonna be big.
Yeah.
It's gonna be big.
Well, except
put it on your calendars.
Match.
Hopefully this Saturday. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Don't hold us to it, but it definitely should be.
We'll see.
We will see. But yeah, we hope you enjoy it all. All right, we'll see you. We'll see you soon, guys.
Yeah.
I'm Nick. He's Comrade.
Am I?
Yes. No, you're Billy Piper, actually.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. And you're Billy Piper, and everyone's Billy Piper.
I'm Billy Piper. So we're both Billy Piper, and we run Eyes of Harmony. We'll see you next time. Bye!